Ladies and gentlemen, the Super Smash Bros. Community is here to start out with a bang, live in Morristown, New Jersey. Of course, we are here at one of the greatest regionals that the East Coast brings to you every year, originally started by Killa Fleet and Mr. Alex Strife. Killa Fleet has left it behind, however, Alex Strife took the banner, keeps on running with it. I'm only talking about Zenith 2013. Hi, I'm Prague, and I'm joined by the one and only.
I'm Matt.Zeb, guys. Nice to meet you.
And we've got quite a bit of things on the way here. I mean, I think Meatloaf had a song that said 2 out of 3 isn't bad. But for Smash, 3 out of 4, it's pretty good. I mean, we're starting off, of course, we have the originator. We had Yoshi and Pikachu and Mario and Donkey Kong all running in a field, and then someone trips someone else. And then World War II starts, so of course we do have Super Smash Bros. 64, the original. Of course, we have the game that's by the community, for the community. They were disenchanted with the way the newest iteration of the Smash series came out, and they made it their own, and they have a huge following. Of course, it's Project M.
Wonderful game.
And of course, this is the final stop for Melee on the road to Evolution 2013. You know, when Ken won EVO in 2007, he took the throne to Africa with him in Survivor. And he's left that throne it's been stagnant, it's been empty. There have been a lot of people who claimed it, but no one has been able to take it just because we haven't had the opportunity. However, with EVO 2013, someone's going to take that throne, possibly for the last time. So
it's going to be very, very exciting, and with the seeding points that people will be earning today.
People will be earning seeding points, and especially considering this as a tune-up, there are a couple more big events for the Smash Bros. Community that are coming up, but this is the last time that the big four in United States Smash, arguably right now the top 4 players in the game, most people would say, all under the same roof for the last time before Evolution.
Right.
So a lot is at stake, a lot of preparation is on the way, and we hope that you guys are going to enjoy. We hope you guys can stay tuned, not only to Clash tournaments, but also to VG Bootcamp. That's right, the top 2 streamers in the Smash community are both here putting in work for your enjoyment.
Opposite sides of the stage right now. You know, we can see Chibo right in front of us, Gamers right on the other side of the stage. And,
yes, sir.
Yeah, it's going to be a very exciting tournament, especially with both streams going.
Definitely.
Very strong production values on both of them.
Oh, yes. Everyone's stepping their game up.
Yeah, keep checking back and forth between the two of them, because you can expect great matches going on throughout
it's going to be
the
so much
entire
content.
2 days.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, it's always fantastic because just seeing how the scene itself is evolving. I mean, 2 or 3 years ago, who knew how prominent streaming would be for this community?
Right.
And now just the instant viewer feedback that we get through the Twitch chats and even through Twitter. I mean, if you're using the hashtag Zenith 2013 during this event, you might actually
people are going to see it. People are going to start streaming in.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So go ahead and tweet that. If you want to ask us questions about the event, you want to know what's going on, our Twitters are actually right here.
At Matt.Zeb and at Progducto. I don't currently have access to the Wi-Fi in the venue.
Okay.
So hopefully I'm going to get that a little later on today.
Okay.
But for now, if you have some questions, direct them over to Prague, and we'll tackle them together.
Okay. And also, of course, if you want to know what's going on, you can always follow Clash Tournaments at
twitch.tv/Clash Tournament with Clash Tournaments with an S. There we go. Twitter is the one without the S.
Yep, but the YouTube and the website all are plural. So, all this being said, Matt.Zeb, we've got doubles action in Melee to start things off today.
Yeah, for now it's just a friendly going on between Alucard and DJ Nintendo versus Sensei and Reno.
Right. And I'm kind of interested in some of these teams that are going to exist, I'm not sure who a lot of top players are teaming with.
Well, my favorite team that is going to be here today is a New England local team, so I got to be very happy for it. It's Team Mazosopho. It's Mofo and Zoso. Mazosopho.
For those of you that don't know Mofo, everyone currently knows him for his outstanding NES play, taking, a low-tier character and pushing that metagame.
With the Waveshine Infinite on,
or
the Drillshine Infinite, I'm sorry.
He was the inventor of the Drillshine, right.
Yep.
So, you can hear in the background, G-Money
arrived. He's running through the crowd, pushing his way through H-Box and Shiz. The biggest steps in the world.
I mean, just think of the talent pool that is here, actually, now we mention it. We have Shiz, Dr. PP, Mango, Mewtwo King, Hacks, Hungry Box. Who else we have?
And you can keep going. You can keep going. Keep the roll.
We got
Zoso,
J-Man's on the way.
J-Man, Cactuar. Did you say Unknown?
Unknown
Fishit's
from
walking
Canada,
around,
right.
that DK player that you don't want to meet in bracket.
Right. Strychnine. You know, and this is just
Stricken
beginning.
Shiz
This
are
is just
teaming
here.
too, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
That is going to be... I'm going to enjoy watching
That's
those
the Master
matches.
People team, you know. Everyone from that era of Falco, or at least a lot of them, kind of, they idolized Shiz. They tried to play his play style.
Right.
And Strychnine, I always criticized him because he definitely had the tech skill, but he had to put together the mental game behind it.
Right.
He's definitely done so, and actually now he gets a team with one of the people that he idolized, which is always, you know.
And I think their styles are... You know, granted, I haven't seen too much of Shiz in the last maybe couple of years, really.
Right.
But I would say their styles are relatively similar.
No,
I think they'll mesh very well.
Strychnine has kind of deviated. He's not so much of the shield pressure that Shiz was.
Okay.
Who was just a constant torrent of pain and destruction. I don't want to say he's a bit more smart about it, but he's a bit more pensive and a bit more cautious with it.
Okay.
So.
Well, he definitely is the little bit more of a seasoned player since he's been playing more.
Right. And also, he is actually one of the sponsored players at this event. He is sponsored by Drive Alive app.
Wow, that's great. And that's Eggum's app.
Eggum, and for those of you old school Falcos from Tri-State might remember Reek from New Jersey.
Really? I think I remember a combo I saw from him from like 2007.
Yeah.
Where Eggum was describing how DI can be impacted, how DI can sort of change the course of a combo that otherwise necessarily wouldn't work. Yeah, I remember seeing that way back. Wow, so he's partnered up with Eggum and brought together that wonderful app. And for those who don't know, I think it's he basically sort of pays you for not texting while you drive, right?
Yeah, it's I think it reduces like their the insurance rates by proving that you're not doing things you shouldn't be doing while you're driving. So fantastic venture from them. However, unfortunately, none of them could be here, but they've got both Chain Ace and Strychnine representing the brand.
That's great.
Of course, you know, we have Clash tournaments here running this stream. What players are here for Clash tournaments?
I think there's a guy like
what's his name?
He's I think it's something to do with royalty.
I thought he had something to do with cat sounds.
Cat sounds.
Like maybe multiple ones, like 3 or 4.
Yeah, I think just 2.
2?
Yeah, I think 2 Mews.
2 Mewtwo?
No.
Prince? 2 Mew?
I think it's like
Mewtwo King.
Yeah, there we go. That's the one.
That's the
okay,
guy.
yeah.
So he will be in attendance. He's on the way, of course.
Driving up with PB&J and Cactuar at the moment.
Right. That will be a fantastic representative from New Jersey in his home state, and it's interesting to see after so many years now. The guy has been part of the scene for so long, and he kind of went from being number 1 to being the gatekeeper to the top 4. But now I think now it's kind of he has reclaimed his spot as someone that is a threat. You know, all these sets against PP have been down to the wire.
It does seem that he's been wanting it a lot more, especially now. Correct me if I'm wrong, since I don't know too much on the Brawl community. But it seems like he's been focusing a little more on melee lately. Am I incorrect?
I feel like he's definitely he's a master of his craft. He is the Justin Wong of our scene, where he plays at a high level in all the games.
Right. When you meet him in bracket, I mean, if you can beat him, that's beyond a doubt. That's amazing.
Yes, that basically says that you are one of the masters of the craft. As we get some Tri-State Trash Talk starting early in the morning. It's not even...
It's wonderful. It's what, noon?
It's not even noon yet.
Not yet, okay.
Not even yet.
18 minutes of.
But, they are definitely in high gear.
Oh, yeah.
But, you know, Mewtwo King, he is a phenomenal player. But we'll just see, like... We'll see what he can prove this weekend, you know.
I mean, with his performance last time, what did he get 2nd or 3rd last time?
Last
Zenith, yes.
He got 2nd, losing to PP.
Right.
So, beating him in winner's bracket, but losing 2 sets. Actually, I believe the sets were...
handy notebook coming up.
I think he lost the first set, and I think the second set was 3-1 in PP's favor. So, but I mean, he's had a lot of big, crucial wins. You know, double eliminating Mango at Apex 2013.
Oh my goodness! I lost it. I totally lost it.
I saw you in the video.
Yeah. Well, I had it recorded. It's actually on my phone. I can show you later. And when he does it, I just started screaming, He's done it. This man has done it. You know, just
You know,
completely at the top of my voice. It was great.
Playing like a man on fire, taking advantage of a subpar mental game from Mango that day.
Oh yeah,
And then
I can't say Mango was at the top.
Mango was able to get his revenge fairly recently at Vindication, where he ended up
was that in
besting Mewtwo
SoCal?
King. That was in SoCal, yes. Where Mewtwo King got second, Mango won it all, and West Balls got third.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
good job to Weston.
And then, of course, we have the South representatives with Hungry Box, who won fairly recently in California. He won NorCal Regionals.
Yeah,
Right, he went out there getting the Evo points from Mango.
And I think even though he won, my favorite thing from that tournament was Pew Pew U versus H-Box.
A rising star in PPU.
Yeah, very, very good Marth play. I can't wait to play him if I ever get the chance. Hopefully it's at Evo.
Hopefully.
He did a shield breaker and actually killed H-Box
Jigglypuff
by breaking his shield.
Yeah, that's one of the
when's the last time you saw that?
only in dreams, my friend. It's something you don't see very often.
Yeah. It was very, very well mixed in shield pressure. But it was very, very close 3-0 between those two. H-Box still won it, of course.
Right, and of course, Hungry Box's performance at Apex 23rd, getting fifth, losing a really, really tight set, or a really, really heart-wrenching set to Armada, and then again playing against Mango.
And I'm hoping with Mofo here today, I'm really hoping that Hungry Box can take some notes, maybe.
Yeah.
Mofo has the two guidebooks, the first and the second revised edition.
He's the only one that's writing at the moment.
He really is.
And of course, the last guy in the pantheon of the four, a lot of people would say that he's still underrated. Is how good is Dr. PP? What's his ceiling? How good is PPMD?
I mean, he is, I think, maybe heralded as one of the smartest players at the moment. He puts in the most work. He can explain to you probably the best out of anyone that I know, out of the top players at the very least, how to pretty much do anything in this game with Falco.
He's gone far beyond a character specialist and just a genius.
I mean, he understands the psychology behind the game. I've had some quick little discussions with him, and he actively reads on that subject and applies it to Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
And I think that's almost underrated in the community. I don't think enough people do that.
I mean,
PP, he has certainly shown that with the practice, the dedication, and the knowledge outside of Smash.
I'm going to draw that parallel actually to Infiltration.
Okay.
Who a lot of you know for his Street Fighter play.
Akuma player, very, very powerful from Korea.
Yes.
South Korea, of course.
Also has
People's Democratic Republic.
I think he plays Dokkan as well, but he takes notes on not just matchups, but players and their habits.
Right.
And when PP was rising, he did the same.
Really?
Yeah, he had a notebook, so that was the joke that PP's favorite movie was Notebook, because he had a list of information.
You want to get good at Melee, get a notebook. And all you have to do is buy it at CVS, $5, and then you actually start to level up. You don't have to write in it.
He took notes on what his misfallings were, what his failings were.
Right.
What other players do that he liked. He just wanted to improve as a player.
Right.
And we see how far that situation, that mindset, and that dedication has gotten to this day.
And of course, there's a very big benefit to having it written down. You're not always going to be able to immediately recall the sort of things that you notice during a tournament. But if you have something to write it down after the tournament, you can go home, wind down or something, and then just read over it and say, oh yeah, okay, I forgot about that.
Not even that. Even sometimes prior to matches, you can look at them.
Oh yeah, and it'll big refresher. It'll keep it at top of your mind while you're playing the match.
Exactly.
If you're trying to practice a new technique, it's very useful to have that sort of reminder in front of you.
Right.
Right before you go into a big match.
I've been working on wave dashing on a shield, but I'm not comfortable with doing the matches, so let's try and implement it a bit more and see how I get used to it. Even basic things like that.
Yeah.
But of course, you guys are still here joining us at Zenith 2013. I'm Prague, and I'm here with Matt Dodsad, New England Tri-State, for an East Coast regional with arguably the best in the world at Melee.
Pretty much.
Some of the best in 64.
Yeah, Super
PM,
Boom Fan is here today.
Starting to draw the line at who's going to separate themselves from a very, very healthy, young, and expanding pack.
Right, with how the game is progressing right now. I know some regions, I was speaking with Kells earlier today, and my experience in the Midwest, I was there for a couple months in Chicago. Oh, that's a very nice, that poor green Falco. That, even he lived, but that that
was kind
poor
of,
Falco.
that's to me. That's
sorry guys, we got to cut off right there. That was just too much. So even in the Chicago area, Midwest in general, I suppose, Project M is actually gaining more entrants than the Melee tournaments.
Yeah, it's the same way in the UK apparently as well. I hear that from guys like Fuzziness, Jolteon.
And I'm very happy to hear that.
It's phenomenal.
It's a very, very fun game. Falco's better. What more could you want? Just play Falco. If you play him in Melee, just play him in PM. Play him like he's Falco in Melee. You're just better. Like his forward air is better. He has more movement options. A lot of the characters have more movement options. Since when you pivot, you carry your forward momentum. So you can actually kind of walk forward, pivot, turn around again, and keep walking forward, and you'll carry like that sort of forward momentum as you're pivoting. So it's really, really fun to do. Die Superfly showed me that.
Actually, since we're still warming up and everything, I'm going to take a question from Twitter. I have a question from Anthony Jefferson, a.k.a. the Gentleman Gamer.
Okay.
And he wants to know what we hope to see from Smash 4 in terms of characters, mechanics, things of that nature.
Well, at the moment, I don't really have too much of an expectation for the game. I haven't, granted there's not a lot of news out there for it, but I haven't really been keeping up on much of it. I have been informed that a few select Best Buys in the States will be having some Nintendo games. Hopefully Smash Bros. 4 will be there. And there's one very close to where Mofo and I live in Massachusetts, around the Boston area. It's just boat mode, by the way, but get out of here, please. Chibo's waving his arms over there. So there is a Best Buy in the Boston area in Cambridge, Massachusetts that will be hosting a few of those Nintendo games, and hopefully one of them will be Smash 4. So if it is, I bet I'll be posting back on how my experience with it.
And if I recall, actually, a certain Clash Tournaments player is going to be at E3 playtesting it.
Oh yeah, didn't he get invited to do that?
Yes, a certain Mr. Jason Zimmerman, aka Mewtwo King, will be there.
Yeah, that's spectacular.
We'll see what he says.
I'm very excited to see what he comes up with on that. Yeah.
But personally, I do have some high hopes.
Mm-hmm.
I expect with every Smash game, they're going to be good games, but it's just a question of will it be what people expect for a competitive scene.
Right.
I think that's where the line hasn't been. That's where the line kind of deviates.
I'm sort of a, and we were talking about this in the car ride over. It's sort of a cautiously optimistic look at Smash 4. Where I do hope it's a very good game. I don't want it to tank by any means. I'd love to play it when it comes out. After Brawl, and that's where the cautious part comes in. With Brawl, it was vastly a different game. The physics engine just so
such a
wonky,
big deviation,
from Melee. Yeah, when you go from playing between the two games. But with Smash 4, with what limited information we have on it right now, I have no idea what's going to be coming out of it.
It'll be interesting to see how things develop.
Yeah. And Namco is the team behind it?
Yeah, Namco. So, people think Namco, they think Tekken.
Mm-hmm. And they think fighting games. They think people who understand a fighting game.
But we'll see. I mean, they had. There's a lot of interesting things that are going on with Smash 4. Mm-hmm. I don't know who I expect to see.
I expect to see that new form of Mewtwo.
The
that'll be pretty
evolution.
cool. Yeah. However that comes into play in the Pokemon X and Y games. Yeah.
I would love to see, I'd love to see Dr. Mario back just because I'm a huge fan of that character. But I really don't have any.
Oh, hey,
Speak
Cactuar
of the devil.
Mr. Jason Zimmerman have arrived at the tournament. And here he is.
Chibo saying this is the area for the streaming stuff, so. Of course, for those of you that are following me on Twitter, you're going to be getting a lot of pictures from me.
Oh, yes.
So you're actually going to get a look in the mind of Jason Zimmerman if he doesn't walk away.
Oh no, there he goes. And PB&J, he's got his camera out too.
So.
Now everybody's piling over here now.
So, and now, we'll see what happens. I mean, I have high hopes for the community.
Don't you love it when people arrive at a tournament?
It's always, because these tournaments at this point, for as long as the game has been, they're half tournaments or half family reunions, Everyone has such long storylines with everyone involved. Like, I've known people in this community now for 7, 8 years. I mean,
yeah.
Chivo was one of the first people I met back on the campus of Drexel University in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, where I guess I kind of fell in love with Smash. Thanks to guys like Chivo, Cactor, Pac-Man, Scar, Will, Dot Eater. I'm not going to name any more because I can go on for days, but...
No, I think I lost the money match to Dot Eater way back, maybe probably 2006 or 2007. I think it was at Cataclysm 3.
Oh, wow.
In Springfield, Mass, ran by the Mages.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, way back.
That's definitely...
the money match was that whoever lost had to remove the dot from their name because he was Dot Eater.
So he ate your dot.
He did, and...
but you took it back.
Yeah, by not removing it from my deck.
I'm actually excited to see so many of these individuals that are going to be here today. I mean, not even as competitors, but as players, you know. Especially Scar, who, of course, one of my companions on Melee It On Me.
Great player.
Cactar is here. Mango is here. The entire crew of Melee It On Me is here, with the exception of Sheridan. So
I think
Sheridan,
what I'm very excited for is this man you can see running back there. That's Mofo. I'm very, very excited to
see his play.
Playing. Yeah, I mean, if you haven't seen him play lately, you're in for a big treat.
You know,
that Ness is amazing.
Everyone harkens for the low-tier hero.
And that's it. That's him.
Mofo is the low-tier hero.
He really is. His Ness is absolutely astounding.
I played a Ness Ditto against him last night.
Yeah, I saw. I took a picture. It's on Facebook.
I don't want to talk about it.
There's so Ty from Arizona. He came to New England recently. He had spent. He came for I think his sister's graduation from. I apologize, I'm unaware if he's watching, but his sister was graduating from somewhere, and so he spent some time in Providence, Rhode Island. And he was there for about 10 days after his family had gone home. So we were supporting him, he was couch surfing with people.
Right.
And, well, he played Mofo at a tournament.
I have to interrupt you for one moment.
Sure.
Since we're talking about low-tier heroes, would you mind introducing yourself for one moment?
I'm not sure who... Here.
Let's hop in real quick. You know, a lot of people say that Gimmer is the best Game & Watch in the world, but I kind of have to vote elsewise. Who are you? Who is this individual I'm sitting next to?
Alright, well, I'm Curb. I've been playing Game & Watch since I was a sophomore in high school, so that's got to be at least 5 years now. I've been playing that. QERB.
I've played this individual on many occasions, and that Game Watch is certainly nothing to sleep on.
Thank you.
He had a fantastic set in teams, I believe, at Apex 2013.
Oh yeah.
Where he was playing against Javi and his partner, and
Yeah.
everyone was sleeping, and he started to bring it back with the parachute and the clapper or tick, depending what you call it.
I mean, we were still getting they had an easy win still. Like they were still 3 stalking us clean, easy. But
you made them work
I gave
for
him a little trouble at the end. Yeah.
But would you be up for maybe perhaps an exhibition against Mofo, the Battle of Low-Tier Heroes, best first Game & Watch?
I'd be down. I think Game & Watch Dittos is one of the most fun matchups in the game. Like a lot of times people are like, oh well, what if you lose? Like, oh, you can't lose Game & Watch Dittos because that's your character. But like it's too fun. It's like you have no shield.
Right.
Like it's all offense, offense on offense. It's so fun to play. I'm always down to play a Game & Watch Ditto.
So I mean, it's not going to be a Game & Watch Ditto playing against his Ness.
Oh, Ness? Okay,
Yeah.
I have no experience against Ness, but
I'm not sure how much Game & Watch experience he has, but I guess we're going to have it done. It's written in the stars.
Okay.
Well, Curb, always a pleasure.
Yep.
You're one of New Jersey's own, one of New Jersey's finest.
Thank you.
Let's see what you can do on your home territory.
All right.
Best of luck this weekend.
Thanks, man.
So, I have to apologize for interrupting you, but
No, it's fine.
We had to set it up. So
It was
there will be
perfect timing.
a
Corb is a very
low-tier
great Game & Watch
exhibition.
player. Oh, that would be...
We
Well,
will have
it could be
Mofo
good.
against. We'll have Mofo against Curb at some point this
No,
weekend.
he's playing against
Strychnine.
That's
over there.
Strychnine. So Mofo and Strychnine are playing on FD right now. Strychnine's learning why you don't play FD versus Ness as Falco. So currently Mofo is up in that match.
Of course, I mean that's one thing that a lot of people don't know about those matchups. Is after an up throw, you can double jump cancel into an up air or something.
Oh, it's
that
nuts. He'll keep going. He can almost
king
zero to
ups
death
more.
you with
Yeah.
Ness.
I mean, a lot of people that know Mofo from the newer generation might not know him from the Drill Shine, but perhaps that video of him against Hacks.
Yeah, and a lot of people do. He's constantly talking about people coming, hey, I seen you versus Hacks. And he's like, he states that he played very badly against Hacks. He said that is, compared to what he's at now, he said it looks like garbage.
Well, I actually do want to see that repeat because Hacks as well is one of those players that
Oh, yeah, they both improved, absolutely.
by miles.
Yeah. But what I was saying before Quirb had come on is that Ty was in New England for about 10 days.
Right.
So the first set that Ty and Mofo played was in bracket. And Ty won. Ty went to win that tournament. So, after they played a best of 5, Mofo 3-0'd him. If I recall correctly, they've played 2 more tournament sets since then. We had a couple, Smash Fest tournaments and money matches while Ty was here. Mofo is 3-1 in sets versus Ty. Ness versus Mar.
That's a pretty difficult matchup, isn't it?
They're not very close. They weren't very close, except for the first set where Ty won. Mofo pretty much steamrolled through him with Ness. So, if that doesn't get you guys going, looking to see that Ness later, I don't know what will.
It's a fantastic Ness. You talk about character loyalty. There are a lot of players out there who don't play what they like. They play what they think will get them wins.
Yep.
And he's one of those guys that is looking to do both. So much respect to him for doing that.
Oh yeah, he'll show you some very crazy Ness techniques.
Oh, certainly. I mean, last night someone was a victim of a Thunder Jacket, which we're not even going to explain
He
yet. When you
incorporates
see it
it.
in person,
It's very crazy. He incorporates it to his game, and oh boy, Ness has some very, very crazy things with that up
oh,
smash.
certainly. Well, all that being said, we are still setting up. People are still arriving.
Looks like Strick's going to take that match. Anyway.
I think I'm actually going to hop off for a second, but
Okay.
everyone stay tuned, both here and on VG Bootcamp. We're giving you double action, 2 best streamers in the Smash
It looks
community.
like, VG Bootcamp. Looks like they're up and running at the moment. I see people playing on their station at the moment.
You can follow them on Twitter, you can follow Clash Tournaments on Twitter, but also, you know what's actually really interesting in Smash right now? The search for a brand new, fresh, pristine controller.
Yeah, people are really looking for them, especially because, if Nintendo lost the patent, correct? Were they no longer able to manufacture them, or were they just yeah, they lost the patent. So,
But
they're
you
no
know-
longer able to manufacture the controllers that we used to buy and love.
But you know what's kind of funny about that?
What?
I haven't entered anything since 2010, and I just happen to have this lying around.
Well, where'd you get that from?
I don't know. I've just had it for a while. I got it from
Okay.
Japan, actually.
Wow, okay.
When Gucci brought it over, he brought over this, a few rice balls, some anime DVDs.
That's
one
great.
Blu-ray.
So what do you plan to do with it?
I don't know. I think I'm gonna give it to Chiba Senpai, and he might actually be giving it away to some individual that's here. Now, if I were him, how would I handle this? In terms of giving this brand new pristine controller away. And actually, we might do what we've done before, where we might have some of the top players actually autograph the box for you.
Oh, well, that would be
you can hang it
something.
on your wall.
Put it on your shelf, yeah.
Yeah. But how would you give this away if you were in Chibo's position?
Wow.
What would those rules be if you were Chibo Senpai?
I think you might want to be a follower of the stream.
That's probably helpful.
You might want to be following him on Twitter as well.
And maybe even his Facebook and his YouTube.
Right. And we have those links. They'll probably be coming up sometime
Yeah,
soon.
I mean, if they want to follow you, can they do it like right there on the
yeah,
screen?
I think all of them are right here. You can just Control-T, opens up a new browser window, and you can have the stream going while you do it.
And you just follow them there. But,
Yeah.
I mean, what else can you do to ensure that you get this controller? I mean, it's a giveaway.
Right.
So, I mean, maybe if you donate $1, you get an entry into it. I think that's a nice way to do it.
Yeah, I mean, $1 for a signed controller from Japan?
From Japan, it's in
That's
it's in
really
Japanese.
something.
I can't read any of this except for
official
Nintendo
Nintendo Classic GameCube/Wii controller new.
I mean, that's the only thing I can read except for when it says Nintendo GameCube.
Right.
And it's a start and pause. That's all I know.
Yeah, and then, but still has Japanese symbols.
Yeah, I
wonder
can't
what
read
they mean.
Japanese as
Or
G-Money
you could
sees
do a
it.
G-Money. I keep saying G1. G-Money tries to run through and snag that.
So
Ask controllers for me?
this
No.
controller, actually,
No.
you can sign it eventually.
Yeah, if you'd like to
But
sign it later
maybe
on.
some individual on the stream might end up taking this controller and maybe winning an event with it later on. It's a giveaway, You pay $1, you get a chance.
Yeah.
And for every chance you get.
Later.
Okay.
So G-Money says that he's going to enter it and actually wins so that way Chiba doesn't pay these.
I'm gonna tune in for my hotel room and donate $1 from my phone. So.
Okay, I can do it from the Twitch app as well.
No, I actually got very lucky. One of my coworkers is looking to get rid of some controllers, so I got some free ones.
So, I mean, if you want to know more information about this controller giveaway, you see where my name is right here? If you actually look like
down
here, you can find out more information. So, again, thank you all for tuning in here at Zenith 2013 in Morristown, New Jersey for some Smash 64 action at Project Melee and the last chance for Super Smash Brothers Melee to get points at EVO 2013.
Yeah, and I think the doubles bracket should be starting very soon as well. I don't remember the exact time, but probably within the next half hour, 45 minutes is my guess.
We got time.
Yeah.